Part 2 of things you probably don't know about me because I've never shared them. I hate room temperature water. It needs to be cold. There needs to be ice in it. I love chewing ice. Only the nugget ice, though. My work has nugget ice, and I love it. But room temperature water, tap water, no. I can taste the difference between waters. It needs to be good water, and it needs to be cold. I'm currently going to physical therapy for my lower back. At 22 years old, I'm going to physical therapy for my back. I have a disc slip between my L5 and S1. It's not super serious. I don't need like surgery or anything. Just physical therapy and 12 months of healing. 12 months. It's fine. It's better than surgery. That would be a much longer process, and I don't want nothing, no surgery, no needles, any of that in my spine. That's a big fear of mine. No, thank you. Ice cream is one of my favorite foods, and I love ice cream so much. I'm very passionate about my ice cream. I eat it pretty much every day. That's not even an exaggeration. Ask my mother, ask my roommate. I always have ice cream in the freezer. I always want ice cream. There was a point in 2020 when, I had like some other issues going on, but I got my wisdom teeth out, and then I got a fake tooth a couple months later. And so for like those few months, I would only eat ice cream. Like for every meal. I wouldn't really eat anything else, just ice cream. I've been to 14 countries and 32 states. I'm pretty sure that's right. I got this app called Ben, and you can like mark all the places you've been to, including states. So I have 2 tattoos, I guess kind of 3. I got this 444 angel number and this cross at the same time, but it wasn't like one idea or concept. I wanted the 444 and I wanted the cross, but I just wanted them next to each other. And I also have one on my leg. That's the one on my leg. My boyfriend gave me that one. I know the camera's like flipped, but it's the NIDA symbol, which is the symbol for eating disorder awareness. And finally, my favorite color is blue, specifically navy blue for me to wear visually more like a baby blue. Like this linen jacket. I got this tank top and this jacket in Florence, actually, when I was there in May. But yeah, this is my favorite color to wear. Things that you probably don't know about me, because I've never shared them before. Okay, 1, I have ADHD. I like to play Nintendo Switch. My favorite games are Boomerang Fu, Mario Kart, and Wii Sports. I like to clean. I'm very selective about the cleaning though. It's more like I'm very anxious and I need to clean everything before I do anything else. Maybe that's an ADHD thing. I don't know. But I'll have clean laundry like I do right now, sitting in a basket, unfolded, not put away, for literal weeks. But one speck of dust in the kitchen, it gets a deep clean. I'm obsessed with Squishmallows. I have like 20, including one that's like 3 feet or something. I'm pretty sure it's 36 inches. Maybe it's bigger actually. I don't know, but it's like the size of a beanbag. I love it. Yes, I'm 22 and I like Squishmallows. I don't want to hear it. People like the Jellycats. I like my Squishmallows. The top destinations on my travel bucket list, like I need to see before I die, are Greece, specifically like Greek islands, because I'm obsessed with Mamma Mia, and history, so I really want to see Athens. Japan, because I love how like tech forward they are. South Korea, same kind of thing, history, tech forward. The Maldives, yeah, and Norway, because I'm Norwegian, and I really want to see those like fjord things. It looks so pretty. I saw Ariana Grande in concert in 2019. I always forget that I went to that, but it was amazing. I would love to see her again, although I don't think she'll ever tour again. And finally, I hate the heat. If it's gonna be hot out, I'm gonna be inside like I am right now, because it's like almost 90 degrees in Minnesota today, and I'm inside walking because it's way too hot outside. But if it's gonna be hot and I'm gonna be outside, I need to be by a body of water so I can be cold and cool down. I don't like the heat. It's always very cold in our house, and my roommate doesn't like it.
Rock your body, rock your body.
Things you will never hear me say. Yeah, I totally went to bed before 10 p.m. because I had an early shift today. Even if I'm working at 5 a.m., it's just too hard for me to go to bed not at like 11 or midnight, okay? That's what the free coffee at work is for. Yeah, I'd love some room temperature tap water. Don't get me wrong, if that's my only option for drinking water and like I'm thirsty a lot, I will drink it, but I won't enjoy it. No, I don't like going for walks. If someone hears me say that, just know I'm in trouble. Oh yeah, Wisconsin's like totally better than Minnesota. No, it's not. A puzzle and game night? That's so boring and stupid. I love puzzles and I love games. I win a lot at games and I do puzzles very fast. People don't like to play with me. I love sleeping in a warm room. Again, if anyone ever hears me say that, I'm not okay. I am not okay. I need a cold room to sleep in. Oh my god, yeah, I'm so tan right now. I wish I could say that. I am so fair-skinned. I burn. That's it, I burn. I don't tan. I burn, and I peel, and then I burn again, and then I get skin cancer. Well, hopefully not. I wear sunscreen. Yeah, I never really washed my face. I've always had clear skin. I've had acne since 7th grade. 7th grade, I'm 22. So do you make tips as a hostess? Because I want to make tips. Yes, we make tips. Sometimes servers will tip us out, or if you help the bartender as a bar back, or to-go orders sometimes, but it kind of depends. But like, how much? Because you know I don't want to be a hostess. I want to be a bartender or a server or work in banquets because they make a lot more money and I don't want to live with my parents. Like I said, it really depends. Barbacks will make a lot more, or I mean, I do banquets sometimes. That's pretty decent. Working on holidays, which we have to do every once in a while, that's usually pretty good as well. But I mean, if it's busy or depending how much you helped a server, like it really depends. Okay, well, what do I have to do for the servers or bartender to like get their tips? For the bartender, it's like restocking and cleaning, just making their job a little bit easier so they don't have to leave the floor. Servers, it's a lot of the same, I guess. Bussing, cleaning, maybe doing their side work if they're really busy. Yeah. Is there like a baseline for how much they have to pay us for helping them out? Or is it just like however much they want? The manager will see how much they made in tips and then give us an amount based on like how much we helped out and how busy we were and stuff. Wait, so when I'm a server, manager decides how much money I have to give you? That's stupid. Well, we used to have a problem with servers like skimping the hostesses even though we would do like all of their side work, plus bus all their tables, and we'd obviously like bring people waters, maybe even refill drinks and bring out their food, and they'd give us like $2 for the entire night. $2? Jeez. Yeah, even if like they had made a lot of money, they would still do that, which was really annoying. The bartenders were never like that though, which was really nice. One time I walked away with like $150 for helping out. Just for like standing here or like clearing some of their dishes and wiping counters. You know we do more than stand here, right? And clean stuff? Well, to an extent. I don't really remember from when I worked here. But you said you already knew how to do the job because you worked here before. Okay, well, I just didn't want to be a hostess, and frankly, I didn't want someone 10 years younger than me training me. Duh. And how'd that work out for you? Can you just show me how to work the iPad already? Yeah. Anyway, so you see that button right there? This one? Why did you press it? You just clicked sat. There's no one sitting there. Why would you tell me to look at the button if you didn't want me to press it? Because I was going to explain that when someone walks in a reservation or a walk-in, that's the button we press, because that table earlier, I didn't press it because I was so busy with your drama. Really didn't lie about anything. I mean, I might embellish the truth a little, like withhold some truths, but I didn't lie. I just wanted the job. So if I call each and every one of these restaurants you listed on here, not the numbers you provided for references, but the restaurants specifically, what are they going to tell me about you? Well, why wouldn't you just call the references? That is the restaurant that I worked at. Well, you listed this restaurant as a reference, and the phone number was supposed to be for the manager, but it wasn't Marie. People are just jealous of me. It's not my fault I'm bad at holding down a job. I don't know why people don't like me. Are the jobs you listed on your application truthful or not, regardless of the number? Yes, I did work at those places, but there might have been some that I left out because I've never been at a place for more than like 6 months. Okay, and what was the real reason that you had to leave all these jobs? Because I didn't feel like I was making enough money, because I couldn't pay any of my bills, and so I would like snag tables from other servers and then I would like get in trouble over that and maybe embellish like a check or two and try and make more money on tips. So theft from customers and possibly the restaurant too. I dropped out of college because it was too expensive and I still have loans to pay and other bills. Living is just so expensive. And so I had to move back with my parents. That's why I'm back here, because I can't afford anything. Like, I can't afford rent. So, yeah, I guess I did do that. Thank you for being honest. I really appreciate it. I do. Here's what we're going to do for next steps. Been here before. I'm fired. I know. Yada, yada, yada. Thanks for the opportunity. Goodbye. Did I say you were fired? No. Right now, the only thing you're guilty of is lying to me about your experience, okay? If you're going to work here, you're going to start as a hostess for at least 6 months, okay? One slip up and you're gone. Just one little tiny thing, you're gone. 6 months of being a hostess, but we only get paid like $15 an hour. Do get tips, don't worry. You have opportunities to be a barback since you are of age, and maybe you could take some orders, like phone call to go orders. Sometimes you can make tips from those. We can also see if you can maybe get in on some of the banquets. You could be a banquet server, okay? They make really good tips. Fine. Great. And one more thing. You need to listen to the people who have been here longer than you, which is every single person here, including Sydney. I know she's younger than you, but she knows a lot more than you. That's going to be the same case for literally every single person who works here, okay? And put a smile on your face. It is your job as a hostess. Hey, manager, someone wants to say hi to you. Okay, on my way. Hey, Marie, how are you? Is the rest of the family here? It's great to see you too. Sydney's seating them right now. There's something I wanted to chat with you about. What is it? This new employee you have right here? Sarah Bailey? What about her? Well, I was her manager when she worked here, and when we were first walking in, there was just a few discrepancies that seemed to have come up, so I was just wondering what she told you about her time here. What do you mean, discrepancies? What's she talking about? I don't know what she's talking about, but she always had it out for me, that's for sure. She's probably just lying. Calm down, she hasn't even said anything about you. Go ahead. Well, for starters, she lied about her age. She was only 18 when she worked here. She said that she was a server, but she was only a hostess. I didn't say I was a server. I said I had serving experience. Technically, you did say you had serving experience when you worked here, but that does kind of imply you were a server. You didn't say you were a hostess. If you just wanted to be a server, you didn't have to lie about it. I don't want to be stuck as a hostess again, okay? I've been making serving money for the last 10 years, and so that's the server that I've been. Like, I didn't want to demote to hostess. I understand, but you still didn't have to lie to me. And why would you lie about your age? I think I can answer that one, because you were 17 when you started here, you turned 18 while you worked here, and you would serve alcohol, which you know it's not allowed because you're not 18, and you would get in trouble for that because you were trying to get like server and bartender tips even though you were a hostess. You were not old enough to serve alcohol or be a server, yet you would try and do that anyway, which is why you were fired. You were fired. You said you quit. After serving a lot of alcohol, even though she wasn't allowed to, and taking orders like a server even though she wasn't one, she was given many, many warnings. She did not improve, but the final straw for us was that she was drinking. Although it was after her shift, she was still at the restaurant. Regulars could recognize her, and obviously it's illegal. We can't condone underage drinking at our establishment, and she was doing it with servers who were of age, but she was still drinking, so we fired her. Can you really blame me for being young and really young and stupid and not wanting my past to come back and haunt me and prevent me from getting a job? You've got a pattern of being dishonest here, back then and clearly now because you did lie. I understand not wanting your past to come back and haunt you, but you didn't have to lie to me. Okay, it would have been a fresh start. So this is your last chance to tell me if there's anything else you lied about. Greet them when they walk in the door, by the way. You're such a corporate plant. It's part of a hostess's job. Hi, welcome. Oh, hey, Marie. Hey, how are you? I am so sorry. I totally forgot to call ahead or make a reservation. This week was just so busy, but my family really wanted to come tonight. Oh, you're all good. I mean, you literally come every week and you worked here for like 20 years, so, and we're not even that busy right now. Hi, I'm Marie. Hi. I didn't even connect the dots. You guys might actually know each other. Marie worked here, like, since the place opened. She was a manager for a long time. And Sarah here worked here, what was it, 10, 12 years ago? Now I'm retired, but I come in with my family every week. You do kind of look familiar. What was your name and when did you work here? Sarah. And, like, a long time ago. Let me see. Oh, Sarah Bailey, right? It's good to see you. Sarah Bailey? I was wondering why you switched your name. I have 2 first names. It's good to see you too. It's great to see you're working here again. When did you move back? Like a week ago. It's great to see you all grown up. I hope you're doing better than when you were a teenager. You know, I know things were rough for you back then, and I hope this time around working here goes a lot better. Wait, a teenager? I thought you said you were 20, like a sophomore in college when you worked here. You were never officially a server. I mean, don't you remember what happened? What happened? How about I just lead you to your table now? So you haven't really changed. It's disappointing. Before our table, how about I catch up with the manager? Why? You're just a customer. Let me sit you at your table, and she's got things to do anyway. She said not to bug her. She didn't say that. She said come get her if we need anything, and Marie wants something, and they're friends anyway. Sydney can bring my family to their table while I catch up with my friend really quick. How about I go get the manager, and then I seat them, and then I come back here because this is where I'm supposed to be planted all night. Just go seat them. Fine. I don't need a little girl telling me how to do my job. Again, I'm 22. You don't know how to do this job because you worked here 12 years ago. Literally everything has changed, and you don't have to be condescending, okay? You're not going to be a hostess forever. It is okay, I promise. I've worked here way longer than you. I promise you don't need to show me anything. I can just pick up where I left off. Again, you worked here 12 years ago. There's new owners, new management, new menu, new systems for everything. It will only take like 1 to 2 shifts to pick everything up if you're confident in your skills about this, okay? I'm 30 years old. Can you count that high? I don't need a 22-year-old little girl showing me how to do my job. Manager said you weren't a hostess, so you probably don't know how to do this job actually. And you worked here when you were 20, so I'm older than you when you worked here, and you haven't worked here longer than me. How long did you even work here when you were here? And that was 12 years ago. Over a decade. What have you been doing between now and then? Okay, well, that's none of your business, obviously, and I started my sophomore year in college, or something like that, like the summer before. So you worked here for a year, maybe? So then I have been here longer than you. Pretty sure 12 years is more than 3, last time I checked. You haven't been here in the last 12 years. What have you been doing? And that is none of your business. Hi, welcome to restaurant. Work here now. I'm not a customer. Why are you saying that to me again? Because there's a customer behind you. I had a reservation for Abby, 2 people, 4:30 p.m. You can follow me. You don't know what table she's at? We have to check the iPad where her reservation will be. Take her to a table, and you can mark it off on your thingy. She has a reservation. She's already assigned to a table. You don't want to put her at a table that has another reservation assigned to it, or that's meant for, like, the wrong section with the wrong server, or if it's meant for walk-ins. Does it matter? Yes, it does, or we'll get in trouble from the manager. Fine. What table is she at? Table 8. Her server's gonna be Greg. Okay, you can follow me. Okay, here you are. Your server will be out shortly. Caitlin, you didn't put her at table 8. That's the other side of the restaurant. That's definitely table 8. I'm sure of it. No, it's not. Look at the iPad. See where the bar is? That's table 8. Okay, well, table 8 moved then. How was I supposed to know? By looking at the iPad and assuming things have changed in 12 years. Fine, I'll go tell them to move. Actually, it's
রকির কলিজা।
এটা তোর বউ?
এক্সকিউজ মি।
ও তো উর্মির ফ্রেন্ড ইরা। আচ্ছা,
আমার কি আপনার ধান্দাবাজ মনে হয়?
না, আপনার আমার আমেরিকার প্রেসিডেন্ট মনে হইতাছে।
ফালতু একটা মেয়ে।
আপনি আসলে একটা লুচ্চা।
আমি লিটল বয়।
একদম ইট দিয়ে গাড়ি ছিটতে পারলাম।
আমাকে তোমার কি মনে হয়?
আপনাকে দেখলে মনে হয় ফুটবল খেলার রেফারি। যখনই খেলা জমে উঠবে তখনই আপনি বাঁশিতে ফু দিয়ে বলবেন ফাউল।
ইসলামি করার মশা।
একটা ছেলেকে কিডন্যাপ করে নিয়ে আসছে, এটা তো কল্পনা করতে পারি না।
আপনি কি?
আমি
কিছু দেখেনি তো।
আপনি সুইসাইড করে তো সবাইকে জেল খাটাবেন এবারে।
আমি আসার পর থেকে আপনি আমার পিছনে লেগে আছেন, উদ্দেশ্যটা কি?
রাজ্য রাজকন্যা হাতছাড়া করে কোন বলদে?
হিরোশিমা হতে যাবেন না, জ্বলে পুড়ে ছারখার হয়ে যাবেন।
এই যে আমাদের ঝগড়া শেষ এখন।
চাইতে বলছেন আপনাকে এখান থেকে?
চেহারার সাথে আপনার ব্যবহার যায় না, ফালতু।
তুই জীবনে প্রেম করছিস, করিস নাই, বুঝবি কি? আমি প্রেম করছি, আমি জানি।
তুই আসার পর থেকে ইয়ার পেছনে এভাবে লেগে আছিস কেন?
আমি লেগে আছি মানে কি?
মানে আমি ঝগড়ার কথা বলছি।
বলো না কিছুতে তবু বুঝে নেবে কে আছে যদি কখনো ছুঁয়ে দিতে ইচ্ছে হয় সাগর হয়ে আজ জড়াবো তোমায়।
এই কি অবস্থা? এই শিলা, হোয়াটস আপ? প্রেজেন্টেশন কতদূর? হোয়াট আ ড্রিঙ্ক!
সরি স্যার, ইটস নট জাস্ট আ ড্রিঙ্ক। এটা চিবিয়েও খাওয়া যায়। স্যার, এটা ড্রিঙ্কও। নাটা জেলি আর পানীয়র এক অসম কম্বিনেশন। স্যার, এটা শুধু পানীয় নয়, এটা চাবান পানীয়।
ঢোক গিলে চাবানো ডাবল মজা শুধু আছে ড্রিঙ্কোতে। ড্রিঙ্কো চাবান পানীয়।
নট জাস্ট আ ড্রিঙ্ক।
Này còn than chân. Chân thì ít đi nhỉ? Chân cái chứ nó nhiều quá. Đâu nữa mà. Cái tàn xe của bác Việt ấy. Cái lôi ấy. Eo mẹ em làm thức. Làm quá mái mệt của bốt được đi.
Ôi tội nhau rồi, có mãi với có mãi. Vừa là ăn gì.
Nó có ấy đâu. Giòn như hôm nọ à hả? Được cái giữa rồi mưa là rồi này nát tí nhưng mà được cái không nắng nó mát rồi. Đúng rồi. Nó không mệt bằng nắng.
বরপক্ষ চলে আসতেছে কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যে, তাদের রেডি হয়ে ঠিক আছে?
তোমার মেয়েকে যদি সুন্দর না লাগে তাহলে না ছেলে পালিয়ে যাবে।
আমার মেয়েকে দেখে কোনো দিনও কোনো ছেলে পালাবে না।
নতুন জামাই ছবি দেখছিস?
আজকের দিনে তো মোস্টা কাটতে পারতে নাকি?
আমি বললাম না আমি আমার জামার ছবি দেখবো না, একেবারে জামাইকে সরাসরি দেখবো।
আমার মসজিদ থেকে নজর দিবি না।
চলো চলো, কি হয়েছে?
শরবতের পালা তো শেষ হলো, এখন আমাদের পাওনা মেটান। আমরা কি ধার করেছিলাম আপনার কাছ থেকে? ওরা কি কৃপণ নাকি?
আমি ছেলে এলাকায় একজনকে ফোন করেছিলাম, জানতে পেরেছি ছেলের আগে একটা বিয়ে হয়েছিল।
কি বললি?
ছেলের বিয়ে হয়েছে, আবার ডিভোর্সও হয়ে গেছে।
না না, এই বিয়ে হবে না। বাপ ছেলে দুজনই বাট মানে আপনি দয়া করে থামবেন সবাই।
নিবিড় চাওয়ায় সুখের ছোঁয়ায় রইব দুজন, এই তো আশা। ফ্রেস্কো ওভেন প্রুফ কন্টেইনার, খাবারের যত্নে থাকুন নিশ্চিন্ত। ফ্রেস্কো কন্টেইনার।
প্লিজ কিডন্যাপ মি।
তোর বাবা যদি টাকা না দেয়?
তার বাপ দিবে।
আর দাদা বেঁচে আছে?
কি?
রেডি? কত পর্যন্ত উনি দিতে রাজি হবে? 5 কোটি?
জীবনে কি শুধু টাকাই সব? আমাদের ভালোবাসার জন্য কিছু একটা করতে হয়।
আপনি একটু থামেন, আপনার অ্যাক্টিংটা হচ্ছে না। চুপ, একদম চুপ।
ভয়েস চেঞ্জ করেন।
আমি যদি আর অ্যাক্টিং না করি? আমি যদি সত্যি সত্যি আপনাকে এখন অ্যাবজর্ভ করে ফেলি? চোখ নিচে।
304 গ্রেড শার্প স্টেইনলেস স্টিল ব্লেড আর সবচেয়ে শক্তিশালী কপার কয়েল মোটর দিয়ে ভিগো ব্লেন্ডার মশলা সহ সবকিছু করবে একেবারে মিহি।